go take care of your brother. Would you go? God, what is he doing over there? Go get him.
Yeah.
To where they can kind of send you off and do the thing where it's like you don't get the direct punishment. You have to deal with a sibling.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the trade-off. You don't have to deal with the parents, but you do have to deal with the sibling. And
oh God.
you know, sometimes I would have
You
taken
should
one over
argue
the other.
with my brother one day.
Shit.
It's something. Let me tell you.
I bet you. Something tells me you three, your brother and your dad, man. Something tells me.
This was a couple months ago, about a year ago. My grandma's funeral, right? We're in the airplane. He goes, "So you think if we filled this thing up with marbles, okay, and took all the marbles and pushed them to the left, would the plane just fly to the left?" I'm like, well, I mean, maybe, but like you can correct it.
You can't.
He goes, "But it's full of marbles, though." I'm like, I don't. Maybe I don't know.
That's why
I was like, "Who's filling a plane full of marbles, though?" He goes, "Well, somebody will."
What is this, the MythBusters in
why?
space? MythBusters meets fucking Elon Musk. What is happening?
So then he's telling me if you get the marbles to move fast enough from the left to the right side, back to the left, and you just keep doing that as fast as possible, that the plane will fly faster. And I'm like, that's
because of weight?
Not how thrust works.
That is absolutely not. That's how a ripstick works.
And here's the thing.
That's not how a plane works.
He knows he's wrong.
Yeah, he's just driving it home.
Yeah.
He's driving it home to drive it. Yeah.
Like,
God, dude.
oh my
for a kid that
God.
doesn't smoke weed, he sure as hell has some stoner thoughts.
Yes.
That is for sure. He's got
Yes.
some stoner thoughts, big time. Anyways, hi.
if you guys want to know where all that came from, check out yesterday's episode.
307 Reacts. It's Matt. That's Chris.
Yes.
You guys know who you are because you're here every day, and we appreciate the shit out of that. So thank you. What, 22,000 strong now?
22,000, man.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
We're getting close to that 25. Honestly,
right.
it's got me a little scared because we're not ready.
We're not ready yet. Just like we weren't
getting
ready
there.
at 15, just like we're not ready anytime we ever do anything,
Yeah.
if you know our reputation or our history.
But
so,
we will pull it off last minute like a badass.
that's
like we
goddamn
always
right.
do.
Thrive under the pressure, dogs.
Yes.
That's what we do. All right. And in the meantime, on the screen, we have something new that we stumbled across.
Yeah.
What do you remember? What the context?
It was
of
just a recommended video.
It was
and I
just on
like,
there. Okay.
Okay, that's cool.
So we have this a cappella group. It's a new a cappella group, and they're called Minor Key. I don't know if it's Minor Key A. I don't know if that's their whole name or whatever.
No. Minor key and then acapella. Acapella is spelled A.
Oh God!
Space
Wow, I'm really okay. So I went dyslexic. So it's Minor Key,
Yes.
and they're singing an a cappella. Duh.
Yeah.
So
Now they do not sing in a minor key.
No.
Okay. Now here's what got me on this video. It came up as a recommended. And I was like, wait, are they actually gonna sing Hallelujah
in a minor key.
in a minor key? Because that would sound dope. I've heard people do that solo before, but never with a voice.
Because it's in like A major or something, isn't there? C major or something?
Wait, it's in a major.
It's
key.
in a major
You can
key.
put it in
E major or something.
B
I don't know.
major.
Yeah.
You can put it in whatever. But yeah, it's typically in a major key. Now, here's the thing. We listened to a couple seconds of it and like, that's not in a minor key. And then we're like, oh wait, the name of the group is Minor Key. Now it's minor like
coal miner.
like a coal miner
Yeah.
or a gold miner. Like
Sure. Yeah. Like mining for gold. Like you're a miner in a coal in a
maybe,
mine.
You know what? Maybe they're from Virginia. Like, because Virginia's known for its coal mines. Maybe that's
San Francisco is known for
know.
mining gold, the
Mines,
gold rush
yeah.
and stuff. I don't know, you guys. But anyways, we stumbled across them. They've got this really actually kind of dope version of Hallelujah, or from what we've heard of it so
Yeah.
far, of Hallelujah. And we're gonna give it a go.
And here's the thing. I am a sucker for these singing in the staircase, right?
Oh,
Like, people who just find a random staircase that's, like, in an industrial building and sing, the reverb is so good in there.
and trivia for just for all the audio nerds out there. Most big name band records that you hear that have an actual live drum recording, at least one microphone has been placed off in a stairwell somewhere away from the drum room and is just capturing the reverb ambiance from the stairwell room. That's on 9 out of 10 of your most popular, famous, major records.
It's weird, but it works.
It works. It adds so much room and airiness. You're literally adding a room to your drums. Like
Yeah.
you're adding a whole room. That's the concept behind it. And it works
weird.
very well. I've watched it happen 1,000 times. Sometimes they'll put a PA speaker in there and they'll PA the drums into that room and then mic the PA drums into that room to make it even more reverby. Recording audio is wild. Let's get into this and see what they have. Put your headphones on. If you got good ones, put them on.
Yes.
And get ready because it's going to get low in here.
I've heard there was a secret it goes like this, the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, and the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Pretty good.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
So
Pretty good.
it looks like it's a 14.
Good.
It doesn't look like it is a 14 voice choir.
Well, you know, there might be some people over here. You know, I don't know.
I guess that's true. But it appears to be a 14 voice choir, which here's the thing. At NC, we had vocal jazz and then harmony. Now, harmony was an all-female group. Vocal jazz was a mixed group. Now, vocal jazz had, I believe, 8 because you had 2 tenors, you had 2 baritones, 2 bass,
2 soprano.
2 sopranos, and 2 altos. So
10.
that might be 10.
10, yeah.
Yeah, 10. So we had 10. Typically, it was 8 because we can never find anybody that could sing bass low enough. So typically, it was just one guy.
You can usually have,
Yeah.
in some of those parts, you can have one person because usually those parts are pretty selectable.
Yeah.
The guys that can go super subtone and the guys that can go super over the top, those are pretty hard to find.
Now, here's the thing. With vocal jazz, it got interesting because those 2 people, like the 2 altos, won't sing the same thing. One will sing alto 1 and one will sing alto 2.
Right, yeah.
So you really have to know your part.
Yeah.
It was one of the hardest choirs to get into. Somehow I ended up in it. I don't know.
Stumbled your way in there.
I bombed the voice reading. I know that or
Dude,
the voice reading, the sight reading.
reading. Dude, sight reading is so hard. Sight
Bombed
reading
it.
is so hard, man.
But I got in, and I'd imagine it's just because, like, I typically I get along well with others and I learn quickly. So it's probably the deal. But anyway, harmony was a 14 voice group, right? And it was all female. And it was amazing to see some of the altos hit some of these low tones.
I bet.
They did a cover like this, and some of the low notes in this that bass is hitting, some of those altos
They were
would hit
getting
that.
those? Dude,
I'm like,
that's gnarly.
what?
A lot of air and a
What?
lot of openness is going on in there,
Oh.
like to get to,
And
to really push all
whoever's
that out.
singing their bass, I can't tell if it's one voice or 2.
Yeah, I can't either.
It's not very many. At the very max, it's 3.
I
but
would say probably 2 of them.
I think it's these 2 guys in the corner.
The tall guy. Oh, you think it's these 2?
Yeah.
I was thinking this guy and this guy. The guy in the black shirt and the guy in the gray coat.
That could be.
But I don't actually know. I haven't been paying
now
attention.
that would make sense, okay?
because they want
when-
to separate them, right?
Because if you separate, you can hear the other person's voice singing your part,
Yep.
and you can match each other.
Uh-huh.
That
And it sounds better for a mix in the room, too. So
yeah.
yeah.
And that's something that if you guys are in an a cappella choir or you are wanting to start an a cappella choir, I'll tell you this. If you guys practice in a circle and sing at each other where you have a bass. So let's say this bass over here is singing the exact same thing as this bass. You want them opposite sides of each other so they're singing at each other and they can match pitch more easily.
And they can see when they're making transitions into
Yeah.
their next notes, and they can move better together. Yeah, it's a whole orchestra
It's a whole
of
thing.
amazingness. Let's keep going.
That was really good.
Well, your faith was strong, but it needed proof. You saw the bathing on the roof, her beauty in the moonlight over She tied you to the kitchen chair. She broke your throne and she cut your hair. And from your lips she drew the hallelujah.
Wow. Wow. Not only is our man here in the hoodie, okay? He's got his hood up because he a gangster. He in the hood, man. he knows what's up. Dude, his voice is good.
He's got a good
And
voice.
these girls on the other side are really, really getting it here. Like
The one thing that I have, and this is like something that I learned
Yes.
coming up through college and vocal, or well, I guess just music, learning music
Uh-huh.
and playing in groups. And it's just something that kind of comes inherently without most people noticing. When you get into a group, it's your ability to control dynamic, especially crescendos
it's
and
huge.
decrescendos. It becomes a super important role, but it also becomes really easy to lose control of, right?
Oh, for sure.
Like you want to come into these parts with these really nice, gentle crescendos, and once the whole group kind of gets going and gets excited, it's really easy for it to become instead of
break out.
Instead of it being a 4-bar crescendo, it all of a sudden becomes a 1-bar crescendo, and it's like everyone's at fortissimo in 2 beats, and it's like. That's fine. That's where we want to get, but we want to really build up to that and swell and swell. So right at the beginning, that's when everybody started, you know the parts when they're coming. It's cold and it's and you can hear everybody. You can hear the energy building, and it just feels like it came on a little hot. It came on all of a sudden. Everyone was like, they came in and it was like, whoop, and we were right there. However, once they stayed at the top, this whole dynamic opens up and it becomes this big, beautiful play, and all the parts are separated. It sounds amazing. Don't get me wrong. It's
Now, here's the thing. Watch Hands, okay? His name is Hands. I don't know any of their names. Mr. Hands here on the left, okay? Now, I'm going to blow this up for the next little bit.
Could be the director also.
You guys are going to see this full screen. I don't think he's the director. He appears to be the same age.
Okay.
If I had to imagine, the director's probably filming. But in the vocal group, the a cappella groups I was in, they had one kid, and I was that kid that, hey, you're the president of the group, you're going to be conducting stuff.
Yeah. That's
now, you watch his hands, he's really good at bringing those crescendos, and he'll even have a scoop where it's like just a minor crescendo from the altos, or maybe it's the sopranos. You'll see where he directs, hey, this is your thing right here. So I'm going to back it up. Let's go like 20. Now I'm going to blow this up so you guys can see it full screen. Watch Hands on the left.
The beauty in life. She tied me to the kitchen chair. She broke your throne and she cut your hair. And from your lips she drew the
I'm going to say that's definitely the teacher, because the cell phone and the binder in front of him, also, after watching him for a second, is much older than the students. I can tell.
You think so?
Yeah, I'm almost positive. It's got to be a teacher. And just the way he or she, I'm sorry, I can't tell. Just
It's
the way
2022, who knows?
that just
Apache helicopter.
just the way they're moving their hands, you can tell they've had some, there's
the one thing that doesn't get me is most, and who knows, maybe he's not a conductor by nature. Maybe he's
right, yeah.
a pianist who just happens to know how to sing, okay? But most conductors will have their one hand counting, okay? And one is always 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well,
1, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
1,
if
2,
you're going halftime,
3,
that's
4,
what it.
1.
Anyway, so he'll have one hand keeping time, and the other one announces your crescendos and decrescendos, right?
Fair enough.
Where he's using his hands strictly for this
Dynamic.
is where our volume is at,
Yeah.
okay? And this is the feel of the song. So,
And when you're controlling
I don't
14 voices, sometimes you have to focus, because he's still kind of got the beat going with his hands.
He's for sure keeping the
But
beat,
I think
for
he's
sure.
more focused on controlling dynamic, which
Yeah.
I think makes sense, because in a group of 14 voices, like I was talking about, you really have to make sure you're keeping
Yeah.
controlled. And they slammed into that thing, and they made it sound. They made it sound great. I think it sounds awesome. Yeah, let's keep going. I just want to keep watching.
I backed it up to about the same spot. I'm going to bring this out of full screen, which you guys, there is no screen right now. You guys can't even see the thing.
It doesn't
okay?
matter. Yeah.
But we're going to return it to normal size. But let's focus on the ladies who are doing a majority of the crescendo, right?
Okay.
That's what you hear.
Yeah.
Let's watch them and their interaction with what we know Hands is doing.
I want to see it. Yeah.
So
let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
She tied me to the kitchen chair. She broke your throne and she cut your hair. And from your lips she drew the hallelujah.
That was good.
That was really good. Love that.
a little trill. Let's go, backpack.
That voice coming out of her?
Woo!
Wait,
God damn!
how'd that voice come out of her?
Wow!
She only standing like 4'7".
Wow!
She pushed a lot of air out, man. Wow.
Man,
Really impressive.
the support. Yeah, now here's the thing: her shoulders are still a little slouched.
A little bit,
Okay,
yeah.
so,
Mhm.
so she doesn't have the full potential, the full support you can get.
She got a little bit of sunken chest going on there.
But
She's
Wow.
pushing. It doesn't matter. She's pushing air, dude.
Wow.
It's okay. Let's go back 10
Oh,
seconds.
all right, take it back 15.
Okay,
Fuck it.
let's go.
That was amazing.
That's great.
So let's number one.
By the way, it's not backpack. It's NF.
Oh, okay.
It's clearly NF.
Clearly, yeah. Clearly,
Just waiting for him to bust through the wall and fall into the next scene really quick.
Yeah, right. There we go, backpack.
Yeah.
He does pretty good. He's doing a pretty solid job.
I love it.
Nothing crazy.
Nice straightforward
Everything's in the
6'8"
pocket.
beatbox,
Yeah.
baby. Meat and potatoes. Let's go.
This lady, number one, okay, the guts to come and just know that her part is going to come in when the rest of it drops out.
That's where I'm at. I'm like,
And she handled it like a boss.
just-
Okay, there was a tiny, just minute second of hesitation.
Yep.
But then she's like, fucking, here we go.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
so she did a really good job. Then the basses come in and fill that box.
and I like that you get a mid-range note at the beginning. It's like
Yeah.
this ooh, and then all of a sudden it's all ooh, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, yes. That's
And
like
their
theatrical
O's,
shit.
their
I love that.
O
Yeah.
is so
It's really good.
clear and round.
Let's keep moving through it.
I
This is-
want to back this out to where this lady
Yeah,
comes
yeah,
out
yeah,
again.
yeah,
That's
I'm
so
down.
good. Good on you, girl.
Tasty. That's tasty.
Very good.
Love that. Don't stop it. Yeah, what did
I'm sorry. Hold on. Listen. There's no microphones. Okay,
No, yeah,
this
no.
is obviously filmed off either a cell phone or a camera.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. None of their mouths are open. They're humming.
Mm-hmm.
Humming. And the control they have and the volume they have and the intensity is all there.
Also another great reason to record a video like this in a stairwell. That's all brick. And
yeah,
this
you literally need nothing.
using the acoustics,
Like,
you know, like if you can make a reverberation loud enough just using your vocal cords, it will bounce off the walls enough
Yeah.
that it will just fill the entire room.
Yeah.
Beautiful. It's a
So,
beautiful sound that's happening,
It's
man.
a wonderful technique when you can get a vocal choir to hum something and maintain pitch and tune.
Uh-huh.
And
Beautiful.
I had to pause it. I know we're at the end.
We're
Don't
right there.
care. Here we go.
Let's finish it out. Very, very well done. Very, 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 very well done. Wow.
Well, we need to get some singers in here and do an acapella. That's
man.
all we got to do.
Watching videos like that makes me want to like run sound for stuff like that.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how much fun it is to run sound for home free?
Oh, dude.
It's got to be when you get to set those lapel microphones up, and when you get to set up their vocal microphones, and you're like, all right, let's get those low notes going.
Do a mic check.
Let's get those subharmonics going.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and you're just like, fader up. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Like, I bet it's so much fun to do.
Oh, yeah.
And just to be able to have the control to make the room come to life. And this is an even better example because there's
nothing.
There's no technological advancements going on here to improve or boost anything. It's just, let's make this room sing with our voices.
And here's the wild thing. If it was filmed on an iPhone, iPhone, this is my only gripe with iPhone. However, it's what makes it great for recording live performances. If you go to a concert, you don't end up with a super shitty video because it will put a pad on the sound that it senses coming in. If it's over a certain decibel, so that way it doesn't peak the mic.
I was going to mention that. You can hear it.
Can you imagine how loud it is in person?
Oh, I bet
during some of those louder parts of the song because the phone actually takes away a lot of that.
So your phones have built-in compressors. Your microphones have built-in compressors, and they're partially already compressed as a microphone in themselves because they're only so they can only take in a certain amount of sound before they clip out, right? So your phone has built-in technology that when the mic clips, it will add in a compressor and it'll squeeze the sound down so that you can still hear everything. If you'll notice, for anyone that's got their headphones on that was listening right there at the end when everything got really quiet, you can hear a fuzz kick in when they get quiet. That fuzz is the compressor, is that pad that Chris was talking about opening up so they can hear all the quieter stuff. And then when they get really loud again, that fuzz goes away because that pad is actually closing back down again because it doesn't need to be present anymore. There's no boosting that needs to happen anymore. So super smart technology, but also good on them for having that insane control, you know. For literally, you're making the camera respond to your sound. Like the camera is changing its mechanics based on how you guys are singing. And that's good. That means you have amazing dynamics.
I don't know how old this video is. Can we go back and look and see how old that is?
Released 2022.
Now that's Harry Mack.
Ha!
Try again.
Ha! 2018. That looks more relevant.
Well, if you guys know any of the members of this group who are maybe, they're definitely not in high school anymore.
So these guys are the soloists. That's cool.
But if you guys know any of these people,
percussion,
happen to know these guys, send them this video. I'm sure they would love to see what we think about it. Maybe you know the actual teacher or the choir director of this group.
Yeah.
Send this video to them. Like, I would love to talk with, at the very least, the director and just,
and see, get some context, some background on that. See what else he's done or she's done or whatever the case may be. Cool. So that was great, man. I love a good 5.
10 out of 5. Dude.
I love a good performance of Pentatonics. I love a good performance of Hallelujah. Anybody that can do the song justice, I'm on board. So I'm good with it, man. 5 out of 5.
And that's the thing. We've said that before when we first came across Pentatonics. Pentatonics has paved the way for a lot of these younger groups of vocalists to actually learn from. And, they're still in school. They're doing the same thing that I did when I was in school.
I did the same thing when I was in school.
Oh, did you hear Pentatonics? Dude, that was sick. So then you sit there and figure out how to replicate it. And that's exactly what they did. And they did an excellent job.
Everyone was replicating Pentatonics around me because they knew who they were. I did not know who they were. I thought they were a dubstep group. So I was just doing what everyone else was doing around me and
Pentaskrillex.
Didn't realize that I was singing Pentatonics and Hallelujah, but I was, and I just didn't listen to Pentatonics because I was like, I'm not listening to that dubstep bullshit. Yeah. It's not, Matt. Past Matt. Wake up, dude. All right, anyways. 5 out of 5 for me. Let's get the fuck out of here, man. I'm
definitely want to see these guys on the list again. If you guys know a video of these guys you guys want us to check out,
put that in the comments.
Put it in the comments. A link.
Links.
Put a link.
Hyperlink that shit for us.
In the comments down below. And if you guys like this video as much as we did, be sure to leave a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, click the bell, become part of the notification gang. And with that, we'll see you guys next time. Wow.